What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Vault. Today I'll be giving my review for BlacKkKlansman. So let's just jump straight into it. This sobering film opens with Alec Baldwin going on a pretty hateful tirade about how black people are the worst thing for America. There's such a strong, talented cast. John David Washington honestly knocks it out of the park with his performance. I mean, I guess it can be quite hard to kind of get out from under the shadow of a famous family member and kind of make your own name, especially if that family member is your dad and is Denzel Washington. But I honestly think that he makes his mark on this film, with this film. There's also Adam Driver, who plays Washington's partner. Now, I know he is Kylo Ren, but for me, he has such range in terms of his acting ability, so much so that he perfectly manages to differentiate between the two characters. There's also some really cool cameos. The story is written brilliantly. It manages to interject a lot of humour in a film that has an otherwise dark subject matter. There's also some really lovely juxtaposition. There's also a couple of scenes with some really lovely juxtaposition. One in particular is mutual meetings of the KKK and the Black Panthers. It's just written really well, offering up both laughs and a social and emotional punch. Now, talking of the humour, you know that you're not really laughing at the blatant racism. It's more the ignorance of some of our characters. One hilariously absurd scene sees two of our characters happily pillow talking about killing black people, as calmly and as carefree as if they were talking about their grocery shop. I mean, and I think in this day and age, it's incredibly difficult to pull off racial humour, but the creative team behind this really nailed it. The director, Spike Lee, is well known for his beautiful films and commentary on race. He's also really great at that juxtaposition I mentioned a moment ago. He's also really talented at making you laugh, but then turning it around and making you really think about what you're seeing and making you really think about the issues being raised. He's just a really potent and thought-provoking director. Now, we obviously have to talk about the social depths of this film. Spike Lee took a lot of inspirations from a lot of things in modern day life, and also whilst also taking a lot of older inspirations. His use of the film Birth of a Nation was apt. That film is one of the reasons the KKK rose such prominence and notoriety. It just kind of saddens me that, things don't really seem to change. But hopefully this film can start some kind of discussion and, some kind of progress forward. But it is truly a sobering and thought-provoking film. My only issues with this film is that it didn't really pick up pace much, and it lulled in some areas. I still really loved it, though. It really made me think. And the main lesson I learned from this film was that cold fart is my new go-to insult, and that hate is never the way. Just let people be, you jive turkeys. Let them be. So there we have it. There is my review for BlacKkKlansman. I'm sorry if it's a little just disjointed. I am exhausted right now. Let's just jump straight into it. Let's ask the two most important questions. Question number one: would I recommend this film? Definitely yes, I would recommend this film. If you haven't seen any other Spike Lee films, I would definitely recommend going to go watch some of his other work, because he is a fantastic director and he really kind of gets this kind of racial divide we seem to be having right now. And the film, itself is just generally very, very humorous, and, manages to kind of make light of, a very dark period in human history. So for that, I would highly recommend this film. Question number 2, does this film belong in the vault? Again, I would say 100% yes, it does. It raises a lot of issues. It kind of asks the question, have we really come that far as a species, since the civil rights movement? I don't personally think we have, but the film perfectly asks that question, whether we have or not, if we have or not. And it's done in such a light-hearted way, that you can't help but kind of sit there with a smile on your face, even when so many dark things are happening. One of my other favourite scenes in particular was of one of the KKK meetings. You had a beautiful shot of 2 white people smiling along at proceedings, and then it panned along to 2 black people who were kind of looking at things as if to say, what the hell is going on? It was done really well. So there we are. That's the little... I'm going to make a little black diamond star, and that's going to go off into the vault. Probably never going to see it again. So we have it, guys. There's my review for BlacKkKlansman. If you've seen it and you enjoyed it, let me know why down in the comments below. If you didn't like it, again, let me know why down in the comments below. And if you like what I'm doing here, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, family, pets, whatever. And until the next one, peace and love, my dudes.